This episode is brought to you by Netflix. New players, new games, new rules. Squid Game, The Challenge returns for a gripping second season. 456 contestants from all walks of life, competing in the ultimate test of strategy, alliances, and endurance. For a life-changing prize of $4.56 million. With stakes this high, why make friends when you can make millions? Watch Squid Game, The Challenge Season 2, only on Netflix November 4th.
Hey friends, this is Audie Cornish, host of CNN This Morning and The Assignment, and guess what? Every story you care about, every angle you want unpacked is now streaming on CNN. That means you can catch my show or other CNN programming whenever you want on your favorite device. And a subscription also gets you access to exclusive video series and unlimited articles. So subscribe to CNN at cnn.com/subscription.
1,
2,
3,
4.
Monster movie.
Fun time, go! Monster movie.
Fun time, go. Monster
Movie.
Fun time.
Go!
Monster movie. Fun time, go.
With Precious D and Honeybee.
Fun time, go!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, welcome to Monster Movie Fun Time Go. 31 Days of Horror. Mars needs movies. Folks, this is it. This is the end. We had a false ending with Nope. But then my brother Gabriel had an idea, so we moved that to yesterday, and this is the final episode. And
until next year.
And we're recording it on the evening of the 30th, so there will be minimal editing. So there might be coughs, there might be burps, there might be farts. But I got to get this up by midnight. So we went to see opening night, pre-opening night even, Bugonia, which is in the category of what we're discussing. Folks, if this is somehow your first episode, this season in our Halloween marathon, we are discussing movies of alien invasions, incursions, infiltrations, and visitations. Bugonia is a remake of a South Korean film called Save the Green Planet.
Oh, I saw the Save the Green Planet at the end, but it went really quickly, and I thought maybe that was a book that it was based on.
No. It's 118 minutes. The budget was 45 to 55 million. It says here box office 2 million. It just opened tonight.
That's not bad then.
Most places it's opening tomorrow. It's Thursday night right now when we're recording this. So I think it's a little early to be listing that.
Well, it seems they've started tacking on Thursday night shows as well, and I think that's to boost their numbers as far as opening weekend sales.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's quite fair, but
the director, Yorgos Lanthimos, screenplay by Will Tracy. The cast is Emma Stone as Michelle Fuller, Jesse Plemons,
isn't it?
Plemons. Oh, that's an L. Plemons. It's late, folks. I can't read. Jesse Plemons as Teddy Gatz. Aidan Delbis as Don. Stavros Halkis as Casey. Alicia Silverstone as Sandy Gatz. And Cedric Dumornay as Chris. Who was Chris?
Was that the cop? Did I miss that?
No, that's Casey. I don't remember Chris. There was a couple other extra people.
Well, there was the people at his job.
Yeah. Maybe it's someone at the job.
And then there was the few people she passed. There was, she had her assistant.
Yeah. So we're going to do, this just came out, so we're going to do, normally we spoil the hell out of everything, but we're going to do a little bit of spoiler-free review first, and then we'll tell you before we get into the details. So here's just the premise that you would get from watching the preview, the trailer. A couple of guys, just schlubs, have come to the conclusion that a powerful CEO, Emma Stone, is secretly an alien. So they kidnap her, to have some kind of confrontation with her.
To save the planet.
Well, yeah.
Not just to
Yeah. But I'm saying I don't
talk
want to,
shit.
Right, but I don't want to get into too many details yet.
Well, that was said in the trailer.
That's what I'm saying.
So I feel like I'm not spoiling anything.
Okay. Yeah.
In one of the trailers that had the whole, you have 4 days to live.
Right.
Or we have 4 days to save Earth.
Right. Okay. So anyway, we loved it, right?
Absolutely loved it.
Yeah,
It was
great-
fantastic. I
great
can't wait
movie.
to see it again, to see little nuances.
So again, without spoiling too much, there's just a whole question of, well, is she an alien or are they just crazy and paranoid?
Right.
And we explore that as the movie.
Well, and we see that from the trailer too.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't feel like we're giving anything away.
Yeah.
I loved how, knowing the premise going into it from just the trailer
Yeah.
of the constant, oh yeah, she's an alien. No, maybe she's not. Oh yeah, he's totally fucking crazy. Oh no, he's not crazy. He is right. Like there was this constant push and pull and back and forth as the viewer of which is it going to be. Yeah. And it was exciting to see. Most films get spoiled even in the trailers. So not knowing, and a week from now, once it comes out whether she was or wasn't, it's probably all over the place.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be interested.
Yeah.
But getting to see it tonight when it hadn't been spoiled at all yet, it was really exciting being like, well, is she or isn't she? And so well done of a back and forth
So
of making me think one or the other.
yeah, everybody gives good performances. Do you know this Jesse guy? I don't know if I've seen him.
Yeah, he was. I feel like I need to apologize to him, even though I've never met him and probably never will. He was in Breaking Bad.
Okay.
And he played this kind of creepy, awkward character. And I remember thinking at the time, he's really good, but he's never going to act again because he was just so unnerving.
Okay.
And he had such a unique look to him. And more so it was like his mannerisms.
I know who he is now.
Because he was a different character in this than he was in Breaking Bad.
Right.
Though he still had that, Jesse Plemons feel to it.
Yeah.
But I totally wrote him off as like, he's never going to do anything again because he is so creepy.
Well, I've seen 2 of the things that he's in.
What else was
He was in the 2nd season of Fargo,
Oh, I haven't seen that.
and he's in an episode of Black Mirror, and I believe that it's the Star Trek-y one.
Okay. Well, there was also the, I didn't see it, but I remember seeing trailers for it. There was like a Civil War movie
Okay.
that came out recently, like modern day Civil War happening.
Yeah, it's called Civil War.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
And I saw him in the trailer for that.
I haven't seen it yet, but
And was like, oh, okay, good. He's working. But I think, this performance was great. I think both of them are going to get Oscar nods.
Emma Stone was great.
Yeah, Emma Stone was fantastic.
Shaves her head for that.
Yeah, she was great. I loved her in Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but definitely didn't think of her as a dramatic actor
Right.
back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she's come so far. I think I liked her in Poor Things. I'm still not sure if I like that film or not. It's very
it's a little weird. Didn't you say it was the same
unnerving.
director though?
It's the same director.
Okay.
And I noticed he did a very similar thing where the score plays much more aggressively a part of the film than it does in most films.
Okay.
Like in the beginning when she's walking at the office, it was like just droning
Yeah.
the same chord over and over, and doom, doom. And he would use that because the character's explaining that, this woman's an alien and we got to do something about it. And the music was definitely setting a tone of, I don't like her. And then it slowly switched to the music underneath her was being a bit more forgiving and started being more aggressive under him.
Right.
And then would go back and forth. And it wasn't pleasant to sit through.
Yeah.
But it was definitely accomplishing the goal of creating a mood for the viewer. So I really appreciated and liked it. And partly we were in the theater, so it was maybe louder than, it felt way too loud
Right.
compared to everything else. I don't know if that was their mix in the theater, if their speakers are set up properly. That was the intention. But even though it made me uncomfortable at parts, I could respect the fact that, because clearly it was a conscious decision. It wasn't accidental. That was composed for the film.
Yeah.
But he really used it in a very powerful way of creating a sensation in me. And, that's impressive.
Yeah. I thought Aiden Delbus was also very good.
Yes.
As Don.
Yes.
As Don.
I mean, there was basically 3 characters.
Yes. They're the 3 main ones that we follow through most of the film.
Yeah. Yes, he played Don.
Yeah.
And then Teddy, which was Jesse. I can't remember her name.
It was Michelle.
I said it multiple times.
Michelle Fuller.
Fullerton? Fuller. Yeah, very, very powerful performances.
All right, so let's go ahead and rate it now, and then we'll move on to the spoilers.
Okay, what's our current system?
5 scales of flying saucers.
Oh, right.
1 to 5
I was going to say, why aren't they
saucers.
jack-o'-lanterns?
Yeah. 1 to 5 flying saucers.
Man, I think I'm going to give it 5 flying saucers.
me too.
And I'm usually very
Yeah.
conservative with
Right.
not wanting to over... But there was one little thing towards the end when we get there that I was kind of like, ugh. But no, it was fantastic. I can't wait to see it again.
Okay.
To see the subtle acting. Because you would see her react to something when he's first telling her, you're an alien. I know you're an alien. And you think for a second, oh, that's this human reacting to, I'm a hostage in a bad situation. Or no, that's an alien reacting to, he's caught on to me, right?
Yeah, right.
And she did such great emotions of me not knowing which of the two it was.
Yeah.
That now that I know how it ends, without giving away spoilers, I want to see it again.
Yeah. Okay, so folks, now we're going to get into the details and stuff, and we're going to spoil the shit out of this. So
Yes.
if you don't want it spoiled,
Turn it off.
turn it off now.
Go away.
Go see the movie. Come back when you're done.
Yes, and if you do want to see it, I highly encourage you turn it off now. Just do it. Turn it off. Come back later.
Yeah, you don't
It'll
want
be
it
better if you don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Spoilers ahead. So the question of whether or not they're crazy or she's an alien, the answer is yes.
Yeah, both. Both.
He
I remember
definitely
thinking
has
that.
mental health problems.
He does, but I enjoyed that. Like towards the end, I'm like, it can be both.
Yeah.
You can be crazy, but they are actually aliens.
Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you.
Right? Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
so
she's
so fucking good.
she's totally an alien.
And up until she jumped out of the ambulance, I wasn't sure.
Oh, I thought they made it pretty clear when she started.
Did they?
The fact that she doesn't leave right away and goes and starts poking around, and then when she says,
Because she couldn't get out. She was still in the basement.
No, she could just go up the stairs.
It
She
was
didn't-
locked.
She didn't even try to go up.
There was the 2 doors. No, she did go up the stairs.
Oh, did she? Okay.
Yeah, and it was locked.
Anyway.
So then she was poking around to see if she could find another way out.
Right. But when she just starts interrogating on her, how many of them were Andromedans?
Right.
Yeah. So,
See, I thought that was just her cover.
yeah.
Or I wasn't sure. But there was part of me like,
But that
no,
means-
she just researched
Yeah.
because she saw his computer.
Yeah.
She researched all his notes. She knows what he thinks now.
Right.
She's going to convince him she is an alien so she can take him to the office,
Yeah.
to the portal. And even then, I was like, oh, did the bomb go off because of the portal fucked up?
That part was a little weird in that. Well, it seemed clear that she knew she was about to set something off because she's getting away
Right.
from it. So I was like, why does she have it rigged that way?
Well, she's maybe never
that-
been outside of it when it goes off.
Well, it might just also be a fail-safe, just in case somebody unauthorized gets a hold of, somehow is able to gain access.
Sure. Or, she put in some sort of code
Right.
to them to know, hey, this one's no good.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they sent something down rather than it being built in.
Yeah. Well, because
sent a signal.
later she had to get the calculator again.
Yeah.
So that wasn't total bullshit.
Right.
That was
Right.
clearly, hopefully you've seen it at this point because we're not explaining it very well.
No,
This
we're
must
not
sound like
explaining
mad
anything.
rambling.
So yeah, it turns out so they think that she's an alien from Andromeda, which is a long way to come.
Sure, but
It's another whole galaxy. It's
if you have...
just saying.
Dude,
the distances
you watch way too many Star Trek
the distances
for
are
this to be a
they
problem.
they never get out of the galaxy in Star Trek.
What's their hyperdrive?
They don't get past the galaxy, though. That's how big our galaxy is. That even if you've got a warp drive.
What about Star Wars?
Star Wars takes place in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, but they go
never
all
come
over
here.
the fucking place.
We have no idea how far apart things are in Star Wars.
I mean, canonically,
canonically,
didn't they come down in the
things are
in the Christmas special?
Things are plot. No,
they didn't meet regular humans.
No,
I thought Mark Hamill met Luke Skywalker.
No,
was that Saturday Night Live?
I don't know what
the
you're
Tonight
talking.
Show?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
No, things are plot distance away in Star Wars.
Sure. But I'm not getting hung up on that point.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
Yeah. Anyway, so this guy has been. She's not the first Andromedan he's kidnapped, although it seems to be the first one that Don
is aware
of.
Yes, but he's killed 2 out of.
But
I don't
he's
know
killed
how many.
more. Yeah, he's.
Well, she said how many of them were Andromedans.
Yeah, and he
says 2.
Which means there were more people that weren't.
But some were actually human.
Yeah, he got it wrong.
Right, but
just kept going anyway.
Well, all those people that he killed would be dead anyway. Because they
but he doesn't.
The whole human.
But he doesn't know that.
He knew he had to save the Earth.
But he doesn't know that.
Well, yeah, but he. I mean, that's.
But it turns out he's right about everything.
Yes,
he's right about Andromeda. He's right about the hair.
Yep.
You got to cut their
she
hair
said
off.
That we got to shave her head so she can't communicate with her people.
Yeah.
They were when she meets up with them again later. Like, why didn't you send us a message? And she's like, because they cut off my hair.
Yeah. Also, apparently, the Earth is flat.
Yeah, that was a weird thing they threw in the end.
The thing is, I excuse us. I know too what that's staying in. I'm not. Don't have time to those coughs. I don't have time to edit them out.
Right. It's fine.
I've listened to way too much flat Earth nonsense on YouTube because I listen to flat Earth like debunking channels and debating, and most of them think that, or a lot of them anyway, think that space is fake.
Okay.
That the other planets are just luminaries; they're not physical objects that you can go to. And so I thought it was odd that they were combining aliens with the flat Earth.
Well,
and does that mean they come up from a flat planet too? I don't know.
So there's the we find out when she goes to her home planet because she's observing it.
Her mothership.
Right. That Earth is just a small thing inside of their spaceship.
Oh, I just assumed that was a model.
You think so?
Yeah.
I didn't think that at all.
Yeah, no, I got that was a model.
I thought she pops the firmament.
Well, yeah, but
and
I
then
think
that's it.
That was just setting off the whatever device it was that.
Huh.
Because if she had literally popped the firmament, it should have killed everything.
This is one of my problems.
Because the whole point. So I just took it to be a model, and that's how she was.
Okay, maybe.
Initiating the
that's
sequence.
why I was like, well, then why are the dogs and the bees still alive?
Yeah.
They should be dead.
Yeah. No, when she was describing everything that was going on, she didn't say your whole planet's just a tabletop thing in our ship.
Right.
She said our emperor discovered your planet. Yeah, it turns out she is the emperor.
She is the royalty.
Yeah. They thought she was just a high-ranking person. That's the one thing he got wrong.
Well, no, he discovers it later.
Right.
When
when he first takes her, he thinks she's just a high-ranking person.
Right.
Then when he's testing her, he realizes she has royal blood. Mm-hmm. But it turns out she's actually the emperor. She's
or empress.
Yeah, empress. Although I can't remember what.
But here's what I was wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, so what are we going to do? And it's like, kill them all.
Yeah.
Did she make that decision because of Teddy?
I think so.
And Dom?
I think his whole
plan. Or was
plan
she going to make that decision anyway?
No, I think his whole plan backfired.
Right. So had he not done any of that, trying to save Earth, would they have still?
Yeah, they wouldn't have died anyway because I think she made the final decision.
Yes, she was making the final decision
based on what he had done. So those people wouldn't have died anyway.
That's
because either they would have just let it go or tried to fix it like she said they were trying to do.
Well, no, they would have because they did die anyway.
No, I'm saying if he had not intervened.
Right. Oh, they may not have.
She might not have decided to kill everybody.
Right. Possibly.
She might have come to a different conclusion.
But were they still using us as some sort of...
Well, she said these experiments were to try to fix us.
But was that true? Or is that just what she was telling him?
No, I think so.
to get him to go along with it.
No, because at that point she was done bullshitting, and she was just because she wasn't trying. At that point, she's not trying to flatter him.
Right.
She's not trying to fool him. She's just like, you guys suck. This is why you suck.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to fix it before you fuck up everything even more.
Right.
But
So I saw it coming when Don took his life.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like you didn't notice it until as soon as he said, tell him goodbye. I was like, that's he's gonna.
Yeah.
But then when the shotgun came into the frame, I was
No,
like,
I wasn't. I wasn't.
I actually said damn it out loud.
Yeah.
Because I saw it coming. I was like, that's what's going to happen. And then it did. And I was like, damn it.
Yeah. So I don't know what he thought was going to happen.
He just knew they were fucked. He knew there was no getting out of it.
I think he might have assumed that she could repair him and take him. I don't know why he...
But so do you think... I mean, we'll never know, but something that I'm going to ask myself, looking back on it. If Don hadn't have killed himself and he had given her up, was she going to take him?
I think she was.
Because she seemed genuine, but of course she's trying to...
Yeah.
You know, she also told Teddy she was going to take him to the mothership to negotiate.
That's true.
We still don't know if she somehow made him blow up. I would think...
I think her behavior seemed like she did it on purpose.
The portal would start, that would cause the shit to blow up. It's probably not made for...
I think the way she was acting and backing away, it seemed like she did it on purpose.
Right.
And she wanted confirmation that he was dead when she woke up. So that was her intention.
Once upon a mundane morning, Barb's day got busy without warning. A realtor in need of an open house sign. No, 50 of them, and designed before 9.
My head hurts.
Any mighty tools to help with this plight?
Aha!
Barb made her move. She opened Canva and got in the groove.
Bulk creating Canva sheets. Create 50 signs fit for suburban streets.
Done in a click, all complete.
Sweet!
Now, imagine what your dreams can become when you put imagination to work at canva.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Business owners, meet Progressive Insurance. They make it easy to get discounts on commercial auto insurance and find coverages to grow with your business. Quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliated and third-party insurers. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
So there you go.
There was a weird part with the cop, and he sounded like he probably definitely assaulted the kid.
I think he molested him.
Right, that's what
sexually assaulted him.
Yes.
Yeah. He was his babysitter.
Yeah.
And that was
a little disturbing. I felt like it was there to show, this is partly why he has.
Yes, it's part of his bad
issues.
It's part of his bad background.
Right. That has led him
a mother who was some kind of junkie and very sick.
Yeah.
And then this procedure that was supposed to be like
a dad that left.
Yeah, dad that left. Then she was part of some experimental program to, a drug substitute program of some kind.
Right.
That would help get you off of it, help break your addiction with some kind of drug. And it apparently went wrong and put her in a coma.
Right.
And a whole bunch of people in the test in a coma.
Yeah, but I mean, they do clinical studies all the time that have a whole bunch of people in it. Nothing about that seemed...
I don't know that how often they actually end up putting people in comas. They sometimes have...
She was in a coma because of the test?
That was the implication,
Okay.
Yeah. The big apology... And
we'll give you more money and we'll
take care of all of her medical expenses and we're so sorry. And
I don't know, man. How often does stuff like that get brushed under the rug with payouts?
There's no way to know. If it's hidden, there's no way to know. But I think I don't think it's normally that bad.
Right.
I think normally they would have realized that in the animal testing phase and not gone to human testing if it was that bad.
Right.
So
I don't know what I wanted from the aliens and their spaceship and their clothing. I was a little just like, what?
Yeah.
These friggin' cardigans made with yarn.
Giant.
It's like...
the fattest yarn you can imagine.
Yeah. So I was slightly disappointed in that because it was just like, wait, they're I would still think, and then you see this a lot in science fiction stuff, like they're this super advanced society.
Yeah.
So they're just complete minimalists with no sort of entertainment or culture or anything. Just we have our robes and we have our chairs and that's it.
Jerry Seinfeld had a thing about it was either aliens or the future, but and the idea that everybody's wearing silver jumpsuits and who was responsible for that decision. How did they come to that decision that, okay, from now on, we're all just wearing silver jumpsuits.
Right. Well, I figured that's some sort of space gear related to the gravity in the spaceship. There's a certain fabric they use.
Yeah. So I do, I started to say this in the car and then decided to save it. I do appreciate a science fiction movie that has very minimal to no special effects.
Dude, I can't really think of any.
Well, I mean, just the ship.
Right.
The shots of the flat Earth. Every now and then we would get they were waiting for the lunar eclipse. So we would get a 4 days till lunar eclipse, 3 days till lunar eclipse.
Right.
And the Earth, at first we just think we're looking at the Earth, but then it starts tilting and we see that it's a flat Earth that we're looking at.
Right.
And so the only special effects are the exterior
Was that
of the...
supposed to be some sort of hint to us that, okay, conspiracy theories are true? So maybe his is true.
Maybe that was a hint.
What I'm saying?
Maybe that was a hint that he was right about everything. Although nobody in the movie, in the dialogue or anything, ever actually mentions flat Earth.
No, but they never mention being round. But yes, it's not established that
that's
these people know that they're on a flat Earth or that
that's one of his conspiracies. But maybe that was a hint that it was all true. Anyway, just the exterior of the ship,
or that the Earth actually is flat. For their model, it might have been, so it's easier to look at the table.
Yeah.
But, okay, so if they have this fancy of a fucking spaceship,
right?
Yeah. They don't have projectors, like, I don't know. It being an actual still 3D tangible model is what made me think it's the actual Earth.
Yeah. No, but it's not. But no, just the ship and the costumes, and then the exterior shots of the ship is just what I was counting.
Right.
As the sci-fi, the stuff we expect from a sci-fi movie. But most of it is just dialogue and not any kind of special effects or creature
bit of action when she was trying to escape where they would fight and he'd get mad.
But even when they're on the ship, there's not any elaborate alien makeup.
No.
There's a whole explanation why they look just like us.
Right, because we were made to resemble them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I liked how, up until the last 10 minutes of the film, 15, if you want to say, you felt positive when she said, okay, how many Andromedans did you kill?
Yeah.
And I absolutely did for a moment when she said, how many Andromedans did you kill? Like, she really is.
Yeah.
But then they're in the car going to her office. I'm like, no, she's just getting out of the house, getting him distracted. The fact, though, that she walked past security, they pull up to the gate.
Yeah.
Some dude he's never seen, dressed like a madman, is sitting with her, and they didn't call people.
He probably should have seen him putting the shotgun down his pants.
Right. Yeah. It was just like, what is this security at this place?
Yeah.
Why is... There should have been immediately...
Yeah.
Everyone in the hallway, nobody was like, hey, who's your friend? Like,
right.
That just... Maybe none of them liked her. She didn't seem very likable, so...
Right.
Maybe they knew something was up.
Yeah.
I mean, they clearly all stood outside the door.
Yeah.
Waiting. And I did wonder, are her curtains really blackout curtains or were they see-through? Because we could see outside.
Yeah, we could still see them.
Which, even blackout curtains, I think you still can.
Oh, I don't know.
You're supposed to be able to see outside, but they can't see in. But could they see in? And she just told him they could.
Right.
That was another thing I was curious about. But yeah, now that we've gotten past the spoiler part, to go back and see her reactions. Because it was like, 4 days?
Yeah.
For the first 3 days, she's still like, I'm not an alien.
Yeah.
I'm not an alien.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm an alien and I'll do your recording.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're fucking with me.
Right.
You're not being sincere. Bullshit. She's like, I don't know what you want.
Yeah.
To be able to see her reactions again,
knowing
that, yes, she definitely is an alien, that's what I'm curious about. That's why I want to see it again.
Okay.
It was great, man. It was great. I
Yeah.
loved it.
All right. I think we need to wrap this up so I can get this uploaded.
Okay, that made, for anyone who didn't care about a spoiler,
It made no sense.
Conversation made no sense.
No.
Whatsoever. If they've seen it, they'll go, yes,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
This is how I felt too.
Yeah.
It's too late to tell them now.
No, that's fine.
Because we've already told
Well,
them.
we told them not to listen if they haven't seen it.
Are we missing any other key
They have no
points?
one to blame but themselves.
I just want to think back for a minute.
Okay. No, I think we covered all the...
I think we did too. Because even when she put together, when he gave her his mom's sweater,
Yeah.
and she saw it and recognized and it clicked, she's like, oh, this is why he's pissed.
Yeah.
That whole conversation after that made me be like, well, yeah, she's not an alien. She's just
Right.
this person. And I understand why in his loss and grieving and despair, he decided she was.
Yeah.
Right? He's the one she's blaming.
Yeah.
So it's easy for him to shift that in his head.
Yeah. Oh, I know what we need to mention. Folks, Gabriel normally comes on here, and did I mention my brother Gabriel's my guest?
You didn't really. You said me and Gabriel had an idea,
Put it in
and I almost stopped and said something, but I felt it would be...
Normally, Gabriel comes on here and does a Scooby-Doo movie with me, and we were going to do Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders.
Yes.
But you just weren't feeling it.
I wasn't feeling... Well, we had, 2 years ago, we did the Scooby-Doo movies.
Yeah, the live-action movies.
And then the next year, we did the cartoons.
We did a Zombie Island.
So it was still...
I don't think we did one for the werewolf season, but we did Zombie Island.
I don't think we did.
I'm sure there is a werewolf one.
The Martian one was just so bad.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the year
it was part of
Scooby-Doo films. It didn't have a...
It was part of the...
Matthew Lillard?
Right. This was pre-Lillard.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's the difference.
This was part of that batch of 4 movies that started the direct-to-video thing.
Mm-hmm.
Zombie Island, Witch's Ghost,
okay,
this, and Cyber Chase.
Okay.
Those were the first 4 that are kind of a batch together.
Right.
And yeah, it was just mediocre. They tried to do both things. There's people in masks, but also there's a real alien.
Right. Well, they do that a lot, it seems.
Well, in
this generation of films. Well, it was partly just I didn't hate the movie, but I didn't really like it. It was just blah.
Yeah.
And I only really do this with you once a year, or when it's a special occasion. Hope's sick or something's going on. So I wanted it to be something I actually cared about, was passionate about.
Yeah.
And when I saw the trailers for Bugonia, I was like, wait, this is an alien movie, maybe. We still didn't know yet.
Right.
From the preview, you don't know for sure, but I was like, still, it's alien adjacent enough.
Yeah.
And I thought it'd be cool to have something that's fresh, hot off the presses.
And if it had turned out she wasn't an alien, we still would have talked about it, because it would have been like, this is the guy in all the movies we've been watching who's telling everybody what's going on, except that he's wrong.
Right. So,
because in those movies, there's always like, what are you talking about? This isn't what and he's trying to convince people, and sometimes succeeds and sometimes doesn't.
Would you have felt let down if she wasn't an alien?
I think I might have, a little bit.
And we just find out, no, he was just completely nuts.
Yeah, I think I might have felt a little let down.
Yeah, I mean, we'll never know for sure.
Right.
But, or if even he got to go to the alien, like she could have gone on the ship with him and they could have killed him there.
Yeah.
Or just he
actually had the negotiation he wanted to have.
Yeah, or he saved you.
But the thing is, according to her, he thinks they're just here to exploit us. But she says, well, we're here to fix you.
Right.
So, and I think that is what they were trying to do.
Right. Well, because they did say there's only 2 left.
They decided they were
and they're not hopefuls.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That was the other thing. It wasn't just his behavior. The experiments that they were trying were failing.
Right.
So she decided it wasn't worth it.
Right.
Oh, one last thing I wanted to say about Scooby-Doo, though. I was not expecting a love song from Shaggy.
Yeah, that was weird.
And when I was a kid, I always hated that part of the movie. And I still do.
When just the character breaks into song?
Well,
it's not a musical?
Yeah, when it's not a musical, but there is one musical interlude that is usually something romantic.
Sure.
And that has a lot of imagery that's not literally happening.
Right. It was all his daydream.
A lot of floating through the sky and shit.
Yeah.
I've always... You see that in kids' movies.
Right.
Often ones that are not full-blown musicals, they'll just have a sort of a love song in it. And
right.
Freaking hate it.
I mean, the Scooby-Doo...
But also to have Shaggy do it was just so... What the fuck?
Right. Yeah. Like, they spent a lot of... Because even so, I was like, well, okay, they built a fucking spaceship to be able to chase people away from this cold.
Oh yeah, that didn't make any sense.
But then it was like, oh, it's only in. We just built the model of a spaceship inside here to bring people in, you know, and then the other one was a helicopter with a thing underneath it. It was like,
So
still,
it was
a lot of money.
Yeah. It was typical, we're pretending to be a thing to scare people away.
Right.
But the thing is, if you're pretending to be aliens, you're just going to attract more people. I think even if you, and these days, even if you're pretending to be a ghost, well, there's all these ghost hunters and people who want to spend the night in a haunted hotel and whatever. Yeah. And you're actually going to attract more people to your place.
They seem to still be living in the old Scooby-Doo world.
Yeah.
I don't recall, I could be wrong, but I remember seeing them doing the internet. They really didn't have cell phones.
Well, the next one's called Cyber Chase.
Okay.
And there's some like Tron kind of shit going on.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Like going into the cyber realm.
But is it all fake?
I don't remember any details.
Right.
But I believe there is the kind of, hey, here we are in cyberspace, you know.
So
jacking
hopefully, if you've gotten to this part, it's because you've already seen the rest of the film.
Yeah.
Please tell us in the comments what you think.
Yeah.
What you thought. Did you love it? Was it great? I think it was great. I think it's the best film I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah, yeah.
I was also saying, I think, you know, Emma Stone has just grown so much from being Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
You know, which was great. And I loved it. But this was what she did in Poor Things and what she did in this. Yeah. I think her and this director are great together.
Yeah.
Clearly, he's bringing out the very best in her. I hope they keep making many more films together if they're all going to be... Because even Poor Things, which I was still kind of like, fuck, that was weird. I'll often think about it.
Yeah. But that was also...
In 2 weeks, I'm going to think about it again.
It was also
you know how many movies I see that I never think about again in any way?
Yeah,
you know, they're just gone.
Right.
So if it leaves that lasting impact...
Yeah.
And you're still thinking about it, clearly there's something of value to it.
But that was also a science fiction movie in its way.
Yeah,
but
it was Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah, so I think I enjoy this sort of, I'm going to do sci-fi, but I'm going to do it in a little quirky, weird way.
Right.
I'm appreciating it.
I guess, I mean, is that science fiction?
Yeah.
I think spaceships when I hear science fiction. But no.
I'm in the camp of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein being the first science fiction novel or piece of literature.
You said camp, so clearly there's other camps.
There's some people. Most people agree on that. Some people like to trot out this ancient Greek thing that has some elements that are found in science fiction, like going to other planets and stuff.
See, I thought Frankenstein was considered the first horror novel.
You can be more than one thing.
Well, yeah, but I learned from this movie.
Yes, but I'm not sure.
Or more than one thing can be true.
I don't think it's the first horror novel.
Okay,
but I'd have to do more research on that. I can't remember which was written first, that or Dracula.
I think she wrote.
But it's certainly an early one.
Okay, I could be confused. Was Bram Stoker at the party when they came up with the game?
No.
That led to.
No.
I'm going to write Frankenstein.
No.
Okay. No. That was just Byron and Keats and Shelley.
He didn't have cool friends.
Yeah, I guess he.
I mean, he worked in the theater world, so I guess he knew people. Right. But
he wasn't drinking wine out of skulls.
No, I don't think so. No, I forget what it's called, but there's this ancient Greek story that does have like visiting other planets and things like that in it.
Well, I mean,
but it's not at all a speculation on what the whole concept of science didn't exist. It's not at all a speculation on what science might do. Mm-hmm. And the guy who wrote it starts off saying, "This is a bunch of bullshit."
Okay.
Not this is a thing that could happen, or this is how I think things might be, or could be. So that's what makes it not science fiction, that he's not speculating on anything in a scientific fashion. He's making fun of travel logs at the time that would, I went to Africa and there was all these crazy things there that were clearly bullshit. Mm-hmm. People would write these things, these travel stories, making all these outrageous claims. So he was parodying that by just taking it to another level, which is different from what might science lead to and what might the consequences of science be.
I mean, Aren't there stories in the Bible of didn't Moses go up in some craft and
There's
look down at
there's
the
things
earth
in the
and,
there's things in the Bible that
and
some
the
people
Bhagavad Gita? Is
there's
that what it's called?
things in the Bible that have been interpreted by some people as spaceships or spaceship-like.
Yeah.
But again, that's not science fiction.
Right. Sure. Okay.
Anyway, it's definitely the idea that we could piece together a thing and bring it to life. That's a science fiction idea.
Right. Sure.
So anyway, this guy's doing weird things with science fiction, and I enjoy it.
Yes. I just until you said that, neither of these films though actually made me think science fiction.
Well, it's a broad category. It's more than spaceships.
Well, and the actual spaceship was kind of minor.
Yeah.
In the story, and her being a monster or coming back to life was fairly minor as far as establishing the character. But it's like she had to come back to get repairs and think,
Yeah.
like it was a vehicle, but they were only in the vehicle for the beginning of the movie. Then they got out.
No, the whole thing,
And walk somewhere
but the whole
else.
thing with her not, having to learn having this grown body, but not knowing anything about the world,
Right.
and having to learn about the world, that's all in the part. That's all part of it. That is a result of her having been brought back to life the way she was.
Yes, I agree. But once she's brought back to life, we kind of leave that behind, even though
Well,
the
that's
character
fine.
has to develop and keep going.
That's fine. It doesn't
Well, I
mean it's
know
not
it's fine.
science fiction.
Right, but it's not like Buck Rogers.
There's a different
Or
kinds of
Star
science.
Trek.
It's a broad category.
Right, I'm just saying it's not dominated by like space guns and lasers and spaceships.
But
you know what I
that's
mean?
a very narrow idea of science fiction. That's not. That's
No,
just
not what
one
I'm saying.
type.
I'm saying that the fiction part of it, right?
Yeah.
The spaceship and all that
Yeah.
was only a minor part of the story.
Okay.
The last 5 minutes. The rest of the story was about these characters interacting.
You're talking about
with the-
Bugonia now.
Yes, talking about Bugonia.
Okay.
The science fiction part was very minimal.
Well, okay.
That's all I'm saying. So
Right.
It's not like something that's dominated by the science fiction.
Well, the entire premise is it's predicated on the idea that there could be an alien.
Correct.
So,
But, okay, look at Starship Troopers.
yeah.
That is dominated about there actually being aliens and them being everywhere.
Yeah. I'm not sure what your point is. That some science fiction.
I'm just saying the actual science fiction part of it was very minimal.
I think it's key to the whole thing.
Okay, well then I guess you're missing what I'm saying.
I guess I am.
The actual science part.
Yeah. The idea that there could be aliens.
The bulk of
is-
the film.
Yeah.
If you change the last 10 minutes of this film,
Mm-hmm.
it's no longer science fiction at all. It's a film about a guy who's crazy and thinks she's an alien.
Well, yeah, but it's still.
So only a very small part of it was about the actual
it's still
science.
a science fiction movie. I don't know what you're.
I'm not saying it's not a science
Okay,
fiction movie.
then.
I'm saying I like the fact that it was a science
Okay.
fiction movie with only a very minimal part
Okay.
being the actual science fiction.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
No.
Starship Troopers, whole thing, aliens shooting guns
But these
and
are
shit.
yeah. These are
That's
just two different
fully
genres.
Science.
One.
No, they're the same genre. They're both science fiction.
It's a broad genre that has several subcategories in it.
Okay, so this is the subcategory where it's very minimal.
Okay.
That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
all right.
There's a minimal amount of
Okay,
science fiction.
I think it's time to wrap this up.
Yes.
So, because I got to get this edited. Well, thanks for joining us, folks. Gabriel, thanks for being my
You're
guest.
welcome.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
the
for
idea. Go see
going to the movies
Bugonia.
with me.
God, if you haven't seen it, you've made a terrible mistake by continuing to listen.
Correct.
We'll be back tomorrow with our regularly scheduled programming of a kaiju movie, which escapes me at the moment, but you only have to wait till tomorrow to find out. So until next time, and we're spinning this off into a regular show called Mars Needs Movies, so check that out. It'll be going up in the next few weeks. So until then, keep watching the skies. We won't see you, but you will hear us next time on Monster Movie Funtime Go. You've been listening to Monster Movie Funtime Go. If you enjoyed the show, please consider rating and reviewing us on your podcasting platform of choice. You can leave us a message and find links to all our things at mmftg.com.